Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we are going to make some of the pages in the album that we are currently working in. We are using the Swatchbook version 2 printable templates. They're available in my Etsy shop. I'll have them linked down below. We are using the butterfly background, but you can use whatever background you want. And we are using this paper collection. This is My Suite by Prima. I have an Amazon list specifically for this project, and I will have that link down below if you would like to check it out. There's also going to be a playlist for this project beginning to end, start to finish, so you can, I will link that up here in the cards and down below in the description box. That way you can follow along at your own pace and you can go step by step without missing a video. Alright, so I'm trying to prep everything as best I can ahead of time to save time in filming, but there are 6 fins in this album. Somebody asked me, what is a fin? This is the fin. This is a fin that we put in our album, so this is the binding fins, and we are attaching our pages to these fins. We have 6 fins, so I'm going to do kind of the same but different. So what I'm going to do is these page setups for like the first fin and the 4th fin are going to be the same. The page setup for the 2nd fin and the 5th fin are going to be the same. And the page setup for the 3rd fin and the 6th fin are going to be the same. So we're going to do 1 and 4 today. And they're going to be the same but different, right? But obviously I haven't put it in the album yet. But I've got almost everything I can think of, I think, prepped and ready to go. So we'll walk through everything as we need. Also, we'll put timestamps down below. That way you can jump around if you need to. One of the first things I did, let me get my swatch book back out. There is several different page styles. So there's a plain. Oh, that's not the plain. There is this page style that it's got the 4x6 and the black boundary. the black border. And then it's got the black border without the 4x6, and then the 4x6 without the black border, and then, you know, the no border, no 4x6. And then there is the plain with just 4x6 and then just the plain. So when we did the prep video, I had you guys print off, or I printed off. You didn't have to if you didn't want to. These are from the Scripty papers. These are available in my Etsy shop. I will link them down below. All the supplies that I use will be linked down below, by the way. So I printed 6 of these off onto 28-pound paper. So what I then did is I sent it through my printer again, and I printed the same Scripty paper onto the other side, and then I sent it through my printer one more time. Oops. Oh, one more time, and I printed page 9. So it has no border and no 4x6. So I printed that just on one side, and I did this twice. So I did 2 pages. So I already cut out one, and it looks like this. So here's what I did. It looks just like this. So I cut it all the way out, and then I separated the 2. So we have 2 pieces, and I'm just going to use the 1 piece per fin, okay? And again, there's nothing on the back. I did ink the back side, and I did tape it. So we're going to do one together, and we're going to sit the other pieces aside for now. And we'll just go step by step here. Actually, let me get the other page too. So we can do both of them together. So this other page, these are from the paper collection. And I did 2 of these as well. And I cut the paper down like, was it like this? This is what I cut, how I cut my paper down. So this was 8, this is a 12 by 12, and I cut it down to 8.5. So I took the top part off. I didn't cut this strip off because sometimes, like on the back side here, this would be a cute tag with the flowers on the top there. So I didn't cut that strip off. of this one in particular. Well, I didn't cut it off either one really, but I was just kind of pointing that out. So anyway, so I did 8.5, right? And then I cut it to 11. So then I ran this through my printer and I printed page 11 on both of these. So I'm gonna set this part aside, and then on the other one here, on this one, I cut it the same way. There was this piece here, pretty sure. And obviously I've trimmed this out. So again, 8.5 by 11. And I left the top on, mainly because I printed both of these at the same time. Or I cut these both at the same time. But you could still do the same. It could still be a tag with like a little topper on the top there. Why not, right? Okay, so I'm going to put these are the large cutoff pieces. So I'm going to put these aside, and I'm also going to put, when I trimmed this out, I took one of these tabs off right here. Let me show you. I took this tab off right there, right? But I left it intact because we might be able to use that for something. I don't know if that makes any sense. But then I scored it here and here, and I inked the back side. So it's going to go like this, and I put tape on the back. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing to this page. I just wanted to show you what I did. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And the first thing I'm going to do for both of these is I'm just going to trim all the way around. So again, this one's been printed on both sides, the same pattern. This is a Fiskars, or Fiskars, however you want to say it, Precision paper trimmer. I have it linked in my Amazon list. Okay, so then I'm going to separate these two, because again, we're just going to use the one side. So where this would be a tab, this is going to get attached to the fin. So we're just going to use the left side, right? So left, right. We're going to use the left side for both of these fins. And then for this one, we are going to remove the tab on the right side first. Like that, because we're going to keep that because we might be able to use that. And then we're going to trim out all the way around. So it looks like that. So what I'm going to do is these two, I'm going to score them. This is a We Are Memory Keepers scoreboard, and I'm going to score this tab over here, and I'm also going to score this middle line here, and then we're also going to score this one. This is an EK Tools scoring, I think it's EK Tools, scoring stylus thingy from a bob. And then I'm going to go ahead and prep this paper this way, or that score mark this way and that way. The same with this. Prep. Okay, and now I'm going to ink the back sides. So this is Walnut Stain Distress ink. Distress Oxide, I'm sorry. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to ink the back sides of both of these, and then I'll be right back. Alright, both of them are inked on the back sides, and so we're going to flip them over to the back side, and we're going to add some tape to those tabs. So this is 3/8 inch score tape, double-sided adhesive. I'm just going to run towards, now I'll show you. I'm going to keep it close to this edge, not the score mark or score line edge. So I'm going to push it over to this side just a little bit more, without going over, of course. Okay. And then I'm also going to burnish that tape. So I'm going to put these two pieces that we are not using in today's page setup, I'm going to put these aside to be used later. And so we've got this one and this one. See, they're the same, just different pattern paper. Well, one thing we can do, we are going to go ahead and attach these two pages into this album. So let's just start with the first fin. We are going to take this piece and remove the tape backing, and we're going to attach it to the left side of that fin. You remove the tape, and if this makes you nervous, you can use glue stick to give you a little bit of wriggle room. Somebody asked me recently how come I haven't done this trick in a while. So you don't, you know, this isn't a necessary step. This is if you just need a little bit of wiggle room. If, you know, the more confident you get, the better off, you know, not the better off, the better, you know, the more confident that you are with this, you don't need the glue stick. But it is a little bit of extra insurance. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this on here, and we're going to go above the top of this fin. So what I mean by that is the score line is going to go right above the top of this fin. And I will show you in just a second. Hopefully I get that on there correctly. Whoops. I can't really see right now for whatever reason. I'm having a hard time seeing. Did I cut this shorter? I may have cut this page too short, but that's okay. It's not going to matter. So just line it up to the top or the bottom, either one. You just pick, and you just do that the whole time. There we go. Now let me just, since we've got that glue stick on there, I should be able to wiggle it just a little bit. Okay. So, yeah. So it's just right above that. You see the teeny tiny little gap, maybe not, I'm not sure if you can see it or not. So it looks like that. So let's do this to the, let's see, that's 1, this is 2, this is 3, let's do it to the 4th. So again, we're doing it on the left side, and in this particular case it's the printed side for me. Let's go ahead and do that. Glue stick and paper too. Since this is just 28-pound paper, it will tear a little bit easier than cardstock. So maybe the glue stick trick is a good idea when you're using paper. All right, so same thing. I'm going to line it up just right above the top there. Let's see, did I do good? I did. I did. Okay, so I've got both of those attached on here. And we're not going to embellish the back side of these right now. Some things we're going to wait to embellish at a later day. Let me scoot you up correctly. There we go. Because we're using like scraps and leftover pieces to embellish. So we're not going to embellish the back sides of these. But they will get embellished at some point. I may have just... No, that's correct. That's correct. Okay, so but we're going to work on these flat. We're not going to attach these into the book just yet. Okay, so let me show you what I've already cut out. So in the prep video, I did say I only printed off one of this page. This is page 26. This is in the scrap journal add-on. This is in this set of templates, and it is in the this and that PDF. I said I was only going to print off one, or I only needed one, but I actually ended up needing two. I don't know what I was thinking. I need one for each setup. So one for the first 3 fins and one for the second 3 fins. So I printed off another one. So this is just 80-pound white cardstock, and I didn't print anything on the back. So what I need right now is this bottom piece right here, and I've already got one prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to cut this other one out just really quick. And put those two aside. And when I cut these out, I like to just be a little bit rough. I don't like it to be perfectly straight. This is not going to be a movable tag. It's going to be a tuck spot. So I don't know. I like there to be like little nicks and things out of them. My garbage bowl. I should have had my garbage bowl sitting out. Okay, and then I put on this one, I put a hole reinforcement that I foiled, which I did this in the prep video as well, the hole reinforcement situation. So I'm going to grab another one and put it on this one. And then this is just a regular hole punch. I'm going to punch through there. And I'm going to ink this up. Easy peasy. Okay, and then let's see. This is going to be the inserts. So I had printed off 2 pages of postcards, and on the one page it has these 2 postcards, and I'm going to use these 2, one for each page. So I've already cut those out. The postcards are also in the scrap journal, this and that, and I inked both sides because this is going to be an insert. So these are going to be inserts. This is going to be part of the tuck spot, so one for each. This one looks like it's a little bit more inked up. And then butterflies. Okay, so this butterfly is part of the paper collection. It's part of the ephemera. I just fussy cut the extra bits off. Where's that part? You know, I'm a little weird about all that extra white space. So I just kind of fussy cut the extra white off of there, and that's going to go in here. And then this one is an Artie Mays one. Let me see if I can find the page. So I cut it from the one that has the biggest butterflies. I cut it on one of the smaller ones out of this page, because all the other butterflies that are in the embellishment pack, I've got earmarked for another page. Excuse me, my allergies are kicking tushy. So I've got this. Did I ink this up? I can't tell. I've got this fussy cut out. I think I did. So these are ready to go. Okay. And then these are square labels. These are also in the scrap journal add-on. They're in the this and that. And these are the largest. Are they the largest square? Hold on. They're also available separately, these square labels. So if you didn't have the add-on scrap journal, you could definitely buy these separately. I will have a link down below if you want to. Yeah, these are the largest, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, those are the largest. Even in the where they're standalone, it's the largest size. So okay, all right, so I've got one of the pinkish reddish ones and one of the greenish ones. So I'm going to do the pinkish reddish with the green page, and then the green one with the pink page. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a little cluster. Let me see. So it's going to be like a tuck spot that's kind of like this. So I'm going to make like both of these little clusters that way, and I'm going to use some, this is art glitter glue, but I filled my art glitter glue up and it's so watery. So I'm going to shake it. I don't know if that helps or not. Okay. So I think I'll start with this. And you got to be careful because these labels were just printed onto 28-pound paper. And you can see through if you're real heavy-handed with the glue. So even though it's probably not going to matter, I wanted to kind of like make sure I could make the wings be dimensional maybe, if I possibly can. Right, so there's one. And then this one's the same. Oops. Honestly. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. It is fun though to take the same idea and put it onto two different, you know, color combinations. That's kind of fun. Okay, so this is going to be a tuck. So I'm going to take and flip this on this side. Oh wait, no, I'm going to wait on that. And I am going to put glue along the bottoms, the one side and the bottom of just the tag. And I'm going to put that on there cattywamped like that. And then the same for this one. You all probably can't see how liquidy my glue is, but it is. Okay, so then these faux postcards are just going to be inserts that go in here like this. Okay, so that's all the embellishments we're going to do for the front of these two pages. But I did want to add some, let me show you. I'm either going to use this twine or I'm going to use the black and white baker's twine. Also, I finally finished up the black and white baker's twine roll that I had. So I wound up the natural baker's twine that I had, that it was just a big ball of mess. So I finally got that under control. But anyway, I can't decide if I want to use the black and white here or the natural cording. I'm probably going to end up using both. Well, let's just see what it looks like. Let's try. Again, it's not going to be a removable tag, so it's just for looks, but for interest, for decoration. Did I get that on there right? Well, let's go ahead and go with it. Okay. Next up, let's do this part here, that flap, and should have grabbed it already. So these are the glassine bags from the scrap journal, This and That's. It's page 20, and I printed them onto 28-pound paper, and this is what it looks like when it's cut out. So what I've done is I've just cut it out and I've inked up the edges, and then I did some foiling along the edge. So I'm going to cut this one out really quick, and then we can I'll show you the foiling. So I'm going to cut this out, I'm going to ink it up, I'm going to fold it and ink it up, and then I'll show you how I did the foiling. We've done it many times, but I'll show you just because it's fun. Okay, I've got it all cut out, all inked up. I haven't put it together because we still need to add magnets to it, but here's all I do when I foil with this technique. I just take my glue stick, and you can do as little or as much as you want at any given time. I just put it on there, like kind of like you're inking, And then I just press this foil. This is mink. Whoa! This is the Mink brand of foil. I'll just press it on there. And then when you pull it away, it grabs just enough. And it's such a pretty effect. It's just like a distressed foiling. It's just so pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. You can skip this part. I did cut my foil down to a bit more manageable piece from that big piece I had. Oh, I just love it. I just love the way it looks. And it's easy. It's so fast. So fast. All right. And I'm going to open it up because I want to get this edge here. I'm going to put that up for now. I don't think I need it. Yes. So pretty. So again, we're not going to put this together just yet. But it's going to go like this. The little skinny flap is on the inside, and this one's on the outside, so it looks like this. But I do want to embellish them really quick, and I think I already do. Yes, I've already picked out. These both were from the ephemera pack. They're super cute. Both of these from the ephemera pack. And then these are the tags that we printed. So I just picked the basic tag shaped ones, and I did put. Did I already print the back side of these with that? Yeah, I think I did. Yes, I did. But anyway, so I put the foiled hole reinforcements on the front with the butterfly, and then just the regular green on the back with the script. We may add a different insert, but for now, these are going to be what we put in there at the moment. But all I'm going to do is take and glue these on to the front here, kind of like up here like this. I just think they're adorable. I think it's a super cute, simple embellishment. And we're just going to kind of center it like that. And then this one. Right there. Like that. Right? It's just a cute, perfect little embellishment. And then these will go in here, and they will have some sort of pull. Maybe we'll do the twine instead of the black and white. But anyway, all right. Okay, now we're going to add magnets into this page setup. So I'm going to grab my magnets, and I have a whole list of resources to magnets, and I may have pared it down just a little bit, but to magnets and to the magnet savers. These are just like little metal discs that save a magnet. If you don't always need a magnet to magnet where you can just use a magnet saver, sometimes that's really helpful. So we're going to use actually 2 magnets per fin. And 1 magnet saver per fin that's what we're going to end up doing with this page setup. So I think the first thing we're going to do is, I think we're going to add a magnet to this. I can't decide if we need 1 or 2 magnets. Let's just do a magnet. I'm just going to kind of hold it about where I want it to be, because I think I'm going to put the magnet on here. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So I wish I had more than 1 hand, or more than 2 hands. I'm just going to use tape runner tape for right now. And then I'm going to put the magnet up towards the top, I think. And then I'm going to use regular Scotch tape to cover that magnet. Oops, got glue on there. To cover that magnet so that inserts don't get stuck on it. So I'm also going to take a second and clip this down somehow. I've got, again, I need a few more hands. I'm going to clip this into place so that it doesn't move. There's probably an easier way to do this. For whatever reason, my brain is just not, it's just not connecting. Okay, and then I'm going to use a magnet saver right there. And I'm going to tape it down with some tape. I don't have to worry about holding on to it right now because it's connected to that magnet. And I'm going to use a piece of double-sided tape to hold that down. And then I need to make sure these magnets are facing, oh, dang it. Are facing the same way. Oh, see, it's fighting it right there. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. Do I have the right magnet? Yeah, it just looked weird all of a sudden. Okay. So, yeah, that has clicked onto there, so I'm going to move it off of this and put it on here the right way. Just like that. I'm going to take a teeny little piece. This double-sided adhesive. Add to the back side of that. Take the backing off of that little tiny piece. And then I'm going to shut this. Press, because I want the magnet to be attached to this spot right here. Okay. Now let me take this off and see if that worked. Yes. Okay. Now I can close this envelope. I'm going to use art glitter glue. I'm just going to be really careful not to use a lot. It's not that crucial, I don't guess. And then that goes there. Okay, I'm going to do the other one just the same, and then I'll be right back. This one's done exactly the same. I did end up putting a piece of tape over top of the one magnet here on these parts here. So they're both done, and I did add the tag into each one of the pockets, and I used the twine, this stuff, as the pull this time. Okay, so then the next thing we need to do is we are going to mat the inside of these pages. So what I did was I took page 6, I had printed that out 4x6 with the black border, right? I printed 2 of these out. I think I printed 4. I'm not sure. I may have printed more. I can't remember. I just can't remember. Well, anyway, you need 2. So you need 2 pages for this setup, 1 per fin. So here's all I did. I just cut it down like this. I cut each one of them out like that. So I'm going to do one with you, and then I'll do one off camera. So let me move this one aside. And all we're going to do is literally mat these like this. If you wanted to, you could do them opposite. If you want to do it that way, it's totally up to you. That might be kind of cute. Let's do it this way. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think I'm just going to take my tape runner, and tape these down. I am going to remove that tape backing. This is a Scotch tape glider, and I don't use the Scotch refills. I use a Tape Depot, and I will link it specifically for the pink ATG tape glider thingamabob. I will link that specific refill. It's a really good deal, and it's really good tape. All right. So, because the reason I'm matting these, also, you know, I needed the magnet, is because this really isn't a collage. It's more meant to be like a cut apart page, and so I just think it's better just to cover it up. And then no one's the wiser. If you didn't want to print the background design, you didn't have to. You could just print the plain or make your own photo mats. It's totally up to you. So then I'm going to take this one. Same thing. Whoa. That's why I give you so many options in this set of templates, because, whoa, excuse me, you may not want to use the butterfly background or the heart background or whatever background you're using. You may not want to use it. You might think that's a waste of ink, because you're going to be, you know, putting your actual 4x6 photo on top of here. So you may not want to print that out. So you can just print the plain. You can just print it plain without the 4x6. Whatever you want to do. That's why there's options. I'll take the paper backing off of here. See how cute that is? That's just, I love this. I love it so much. All right, I'm going to do this one off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, they are both done on the inside the exact same way. But I wanted to show you in the prototype what it looks like without the background design and without it being, you know, two different opposite. So it's totally up to you, however you want to do it, whatever suits your fancy. So if you're just literally if it's your album and you're making it for yourself, you don't have to print the 4x6 on there at all. You can just plop your photo right there, and it's totally fine. You also don't even have to mat it at all. You can literally just put a photo on top of the pattern paper. Again, totally fine. So it's totally up to you, okay? But I just wanted to show you the difference, and I really like the butterfly background, so that's why I printed it on there. Okay, now we're gonna add these into the album. Okay, and it's super simple. We're gonna do the first fin, the number one fin number one first. And we're going to attach the green with the rabbits and the squirrels and the hedgehogs. We're going to attach this page right on top of where we attached the other page. And we're going to try to go, let's see, which way are we going to go here? We're going to try to go either right on top of the score line or just ever so slightly above it. Okay? And we may do the same thing with the glue stick trick. Here, let's move that aside for now. Just a little bit. Oops, I can see I'm not getting a lot of the tape. Okay, so I'm going to lay this on here. Right above that. Let's just go right above. Oops, you better press before you do that next time. Press that down. Using the glue stick, it does make it take a second. So now we've attached that on top of the fin, right on top of this page, and it looks like that. So this will be here. Right? So we've got this all done. Yay! All right, next page. I think I need to get my glasses. I could get some better reading glasses, I think. Okay. Yeah. So now that page is in. So yeah, we got the front of the first fin and the fourth fin almost all done. Okay, so that's all we're going to do in today's video. And you're gonna have to let me know what you think about, you know, doing the fins together like this, doing the first fin, the fourth fin, the second fin, the fifth fin, you know, the third fin, the sixth fin. Same but different, just like we have been doing. You're gonna have to let me know what you think, just period, about this template, all of that. But I really like the way it turned out. We can add more inserts if we need to. We need to do a little bit more embellishing, like back here. But again, we may wait to do stuff like that towards the end when we have different scraps and things left over, because I already know what I want to do, but I think that I think we need scraps. So anyway, all right, you guys, that's all I have for you guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification to make sure you get notified when I upload a video. Check out the description box below the video. There's all kinds of very important information down there. And be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. So I will see you guys next time.